another day off, another fully loaded day. Up at 6:45, out of the house by 7:15. I'm really waiting on a day off through the week that I don't have to do this, but that's life, and we're going to roll with it, and we're going to make the best of whatever day this brings, right? But one thing that I keep talking about is authenticity, and I'm trying to come up with a way that I want to do this thing, right? Oh, my camera's falling. I'm trying to come up with a way to do this thing that I'm wanting to do. And my wife reminded me last night, you know, when you started this, you weren't worried about views. You weren't worried about anything. You were just wanting to enjoy filming and just vent. Well, that's exactly what I need to do. Stop worrying about all these things that YouTube is sucking me into worrying about, right? And just do it the way I want to do it. I read a comment yesterday and it was beautiful because it was this guy, he was 43. He said, I just started my channel. He just restarted his channel. And, you know, everybody's telling him about the algorithms and the thumbnails and the niches and all this stuff. And he says, he said, that's not how I want to do it. So I'm going to do it my way. And I remember that's what I was originally saying. But then once I started, I got pulled into this trap. Watching these videos, how to get views, watching these videos, how to do your thumbnails, watching these videos, how to do your tags, watching these videos of how to get the expansive growth. And, you know, in the beginning, I wasn't worried about all that. And that's a problem, I think, with social media, YouTube, and all this stuff. Is the success great? Sure. The big numbers, you know, it gives you the dopamine hit. All that's fine and dandy. But I feel like a lot of people lose themselves in that, right? So of all the videos that I've watched, I need to be picky about which ones I let soak into my brain and motivate my movements and in which direction those movements go. And I feel like that's a good lesson to learn about life in general. Take people's advice, listen to it. And then we've got this filter in our brain that will tell us what advice is it that's actually going to be helpful for us, you know, for me. And we use those pieces of advice to move in the direction of which that we want to move. Now, I'm not worried about this being a big, huge channel or having big numbers or quitting my day job to be able to do YouTube full time. So a lot of those videos, I'm going to say most of those videos that I've watched are useless to me. There are other video. There's other videos that have meant so much more because they were sticking to the idea of you being you. You doing what you want to do. You don't want a niche? Fine. You don't want to post every other day, every day of your life? Fine. Don't do it. You do you. And while I feel like most people strive in life to be better at what they're doing, not necessarily pulling all the praise from the people, or they just want to this internal desire and need to be better. I feel like we need to be real picky and choosy of the advice that we're pulling. And once we've culminated everything, like I said, put it in a filter, figure out what's going to work best for you, and run with it. People driving wild. Look like a TV commercial. My man just came in full speed off the highway, whipped it, drove up over the curb in between two cars, right into the parking lot about three spots down. That's pretty impressive. Not something I would have tried, but, you know, he's doing him, right? Those are my thoughts today. So I'm just going to do me. And I'm going to try my best not to let these other videos that I see or this advice that I hear sway me into a direction that I don't want to go. I could have swore when I turned this on a minute ago, it told me I had 36% battery. Now, it says full battery. Really confused about this thing. Anyway, basically what I was saying, you know, you filter your advice, blah, 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 all that stuff. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to be me and you be you. That's not saying that there's not advice that we can't take and listen to and do better with ourselves. And there are instances where you need to be better for someone else, your loved ones, your spouses. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be me, right? I am my own unique individual. You are your own unique individual. And that's where we find value in each other, whether it's you're doing videos or, just amongst a group out at a party, if you go to a party or whatever. You be you. Don't let peer pressure and things like that get the best of you. Now, I understand that there are situations where, you have to abide by rules. You have to abide by guidelines, at work or whatever. But at the end of the day, you still have your own personality. You still have your own style. You have your own aura and demeanor. And let that be you, because we need that. We don't need a bunch of people being controlled by what other people think in a comment section or in a response on Facebook or, having to battle thumb warriors all the time. We don't need that. We can be me. We can be me. We can be us. I can be me. You can be you. And that's where we need to be. As a whole in society, I think there's way too much ideology being pushed around that if we don't believe a certain way, if we don't accept a certain thing, that we're this or we're that. And I'm being very vague there. I get a little bit more bravery, I'll be touching base on that stuff. But yeah, that's that. I am back home for probably about 5, maybe 10 minutes, and then I gotta head back out unless the next appointment's been canceled. I'm not sure yet. I'll find out here in a minute. But yeah, you be you, and I'll be me. I believe I'm finally going to finish this one project. Try to knock it out real quick anyway.
Hey Meta, play my gallery music.
And I am not good enough yet to do it without a tutorial, so probably need to find the right video.
Hello guys, and welcome to another video on this channel. Today we're going to make a paracord carabiner like that.
I always think I know how to do it, and then I do it, and I'm just like, it's all jacked up, so I ended up having to redo it.
And of course it also looks very good.
But that's part of life, because sometimes while we know that we know that we know, we really don't know. So I'm trying to get this done real quick. So it's almost 2 o'clock, heading to my next appointment now. I'm going to see about getting the strut repaired on the driver's side from the impact of the deer. Felt really bad because we were supposed to have been to another appointment at 11 for our little dog's groom, and my wife didn't tell me that she had canceled that because she thought we were too pressed for time. So I accidentally woke her up at 10:30 this morning. Felt bad because she's not been sleeping well, and she typically likes to sleep in a little bit, especially if she's been up most of the night. She has been because she's been sick, but nevertheless, I woke her up because I was ready to go to the appointment, but yeah, turned out to be a nasty day. And that's okay. There's beauty in every day, regardless of what it looks like, right? Turn the button off, but I can't because I am driving. It's wet. I have to wait a second. When I can get the car going straight, I will hit the button. Stand by. All right. I'm gonna head home, probably do a little bit of nothing, maybe a little editing, a little bit of sitting around, and that's it for the day. I'm gonna spend the rest of the day doing nothing, resting. If you've learned nothing today, if you've just watched and enjoyed it, I hope you go away with this message that you should be you and take advice from people, listen, filter, apply what needs to be applied, and run with it. Don't be somebody else for the sake of someone else. Be you. That's the most valuable, the most important thing that you could ever be. And if somebody is respectful of that and they want to be there, then they will appreciate you for who you are. But until next time, I'm out. Once again, I've been stuck with this. I can't hit the power button because, yeah, that's that. All right, now I'm out. Cars. Wait. For the third time, I'm out.